Doing?
I'm doing good, sir.
Where are the rest of the people? Let's wait for a couple of minutes for them to join. In the meantime, I'll open the books. Was there any homework? What was that? In the main book or in the practice book?
Main book.
In the main book. Oh yeah. Yeah. Right.
Hello, sir.
Hey Sahil, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you, sir?
Doing great. How was your Sunday?
Sir, it was great.
All right. Now, please come in. So I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna later. First of all, let's read the text and understand a few things here. Same old problems. History repeats itself.
Good evening, sir.
Hello. So many of the good things in our lives, हमारी जिंदगी की कई अच्छी चीजें, many of the good things in our lives are also reminders of our ancient past. They're reminders of, they are reminders of our ancient past. Reminder is a noun, plural reminders, okay, which comes from the verb remind. I will say it this way. Many of the good things in our lives remind us of our ancient past. You remind somebody of something. He reminded me, I suddenly I remember, guys, Sarita came with this invitation. I'm gonna put a photo in the group, maybe, okay? And you guys are all invited together with me, my family. So I plan to go. I would expect you guys to join me, okay? The wedding is on the 13th of December.
Oh, great. Congratulations to her, sir.
Won't you congratulate her on her wedding day?
Obviously, but
Okay.
now
I
as
thought,
I got the news,
yeah, I thought you were doing it in advance, because you won't be there. I would like you to be there. Together we will go, all of us, and wish her. Okay, so many of the good things in our lives are also reminders of our ancient past. Okay. Your mobile offers you a feature, no? Set reminders, right? Especially these apps like Amazon Pay and Phone Pay, they allow you to use reminders so that you could pay your bills on time. Reminders, okay. Remind is a verb. Give me a reminder, a soft reminder. I like giving my students a soft reminder of their due fee. I don't like, talking to them very aggressively about it. I like giving my students a soft reminder about their fee. I don't like, talking very aggressively. That's not my style. Okay, but I'm strict about a few rules. Like, when there is a new student in the class, I usually, be very clear, that you cannot attend the class without admission. But when a student is already part of the institute, and if I have to ask them to pay the due fee, I give them soft reminders. Okay. Reminder is clear to you. It comes from the verb remind. Okay. As the word says, remind, to bring in your mind again. Okay. So in Hindi, we say, yaad dilana. All right. Okay. I reminded my daughter to brush her teeth at night for a couple of nights, and then she got it as a habit. She didn't need any more reminders after that. I reminded her to brush her teeth at night, okay, a couple of times, and then she got used to it. People often reminder. Remind is the verb, reminder is a noun, okay. I'm calling you to remind you of the party that we have to attend. I'm calling you to remind you of the party of OF, okay? Here, reminders of our ancient past. So if you pay close attention and if you read something again and again, then you won't miss these things. If you read only once or twice, not with full focus, then it's very easy to just remember, remind, and nothing around this word. But a good student, a good learner should not only learn the word remind. A good learner should understand the words around the word remind or reminder. Our lives, the good things in our lives are also reminders of our ancient past. People often don't realize this, but because they have forgotten how much of their culture has come from foreign peoples. Now you will say, peoples? People is the plural itself. Then why people? When you talk about a person, two people, three people, a lot of people, that's okay, great. But when you talk about a group of people who have similarities, who belong together, okay, as a group, then we call them a people. Please understand, a group of people who share the same values, identity, they are called a people. For example, hello, Guria. For example, I can say Indians are a hardworking people. Indians are a hardworking people. What does that mean? A hardworking people? It means I'm not talking about people means a group, just individuals. A people, singular, a people. A people means people is a singular noun here. So a people refers to an identity, a clan, the Chinese are a secretive people. The Chinese are a secretive people. So, okay, Kurd people, those who have taken up, arms for their Kurdistan land, they want a land for themselves, Kurdistan, Kurd people. So the Kurd are a people. The Kurd are a people. It means all the Kurds belong to one group, right? So the Kurds are Are you talking to me, Mukarram?
No, sir, I'm not.
I can hear some noises coming from your end.
Okay, I think it's around for my round, sir.
Yeah. You can mute yourself. Thank you. And where were we? We were talking about a people. Okay. So different peoples means different groups of ethnic group. You understand? Ethnic group. Someone who like the Kurds. Okay. We are talking about the Kurd people. The Kurd they have something in common, their language, their history, their culture. Okay, so that's called a people. So different types of groups, peoples. India attracted interest of different peoples. Ancient India attracted interest, attracted attention of different peoples. कई लोग नहीं बोल रहे हम लोग यहाँ पे, peoples मतलब लोग नहीं, peoples means groups, ethnic groups. तो foreign peoples, foreign people मतलब विदेशी लोग इंसान नहीं, peoples means not इंसान, we are not talking about इंसान here, we are talking about their identity. Okay, the Punjabi are a people, the Punjabi are a people, the Tamil are a people, the Bengali are a people, because the Bengali and the Tamil are very different in their food habits, culture, language. So they are all united. The Tamil are a people. So they have forgotten how much of their culture has come from foreign peoples. So I think we talked about it only on Saturday, that sometimes some nouns change their meaning in the plural form. Air, airs, light, lights. We talked about it. Okay. Light means roshni, but lights doesn't mean roshni. Lights means bulb, maybe. Okay. Similarly, a person has plural people, and a people is a different word. It means an ethnic group, okay, which share some similar values, cultural, linguistic, food habits, and everything. A people is equal to a nation. A people is equal to a nation. Okay. A lot of our culture has come from foreign peoples, and it is true about India as well. Okay, but you have to study history. You have to talk to somebody who is an expert on history. They'll tell you that how many things we have today are not originally from here, but we do not realize it. We think they were always here. Okay, a lot of such things. I can definitely tell you there are vegetables and fruit which were not found in ancient India. They were brought here by people from other places, and then we started growing them here as well. Somehow the climate was good enough to grow those things here as well. These days we are growing strawberries here in India. Okay, now you find strawberries in supermarkets. Okay, but you know, strawberries are not uh, from here. They are not originally from here. They have come from outside. Now we have started growing them because we have technology. We create those greenhouse and all. Nikhil, you have raised your hand. Do you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Actually, I just wanted to know that you told like Bengalis, like a people is something, a group of people who follows same traditions or culture. So Bengali is a people and Punjabis are a people.
Hmm.
So is it like that, or the next statement you given, a people means a nation?
But
So
they are a nation, right? Punjabis are a nation. And that's why India is called a country of nations. India is called a country of nations. Yes.
oh, okay, that I did not know, sir.
It's okay.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
India is a nation of nations, a country of nations. Normally, you have I mean, you will find diversity in many other countries, Indonesia for that matter. Okay. Um, but even China has diversity, but they're trying to kill their diversity. Some people think that homogenize, Making the people a homogeneous group will help them rule better. Because if you are diverse, and sometimes diverse means divided. Okay, now I'm getting into a different field, maybe. I don't know whether I'm helping you with your language. Diversity, have you heard diversity? India has unity in diversity.
Yep.
People often say this line, India has unity in diversity.
Diversity.
हिंदी में से अखंडता में एकता, अनेकता में एकता, अनेकता में एकता.
Ekta.
Yeah, unity in diversity. Well, it's a beautiful line to say, but if you get into your 40s where you start to see things from your own perspective rather than a borrowed perspective of people who designed your syllabus books at school, then you realize things are not that rosy, things are not that beautiful. I admire that we have so much diversity, but when that diversity starts to cause rifts and conflicts, and people start to pay a price, then sometimes I start to wish not to have that diversity. Like, it would be better if we didn't have that diversity. Why would somebody pay a price losing their life the only time you get to live, and that you lose your life just like that for somebody's stupid behavior, stupid impulse, because they thought you were not one of them. They kill you. You will never get a chance to live again. That's the only opportunity you have to live. This is the only opportunity for everybody who's alive to live. And their life is cut short, by somebody with their impulse and with their violent behavior. And that happens mainly because that person doesn't see you as one of their own. They don't kill normally. Their own people. If you are able to message me here, then it means you are
Actually,
on.
actually, I was trying to connect through mobile. I was on laptop.
I see.
Mhm.
So 5 people or peoples came to see me. 5 people or 5 peoples came to see me. What would you say? Which word would you choose, everybody? 5 people. Second option is peoples came to see me.
5 people.
5 people, right? Here we are talking about 5 individuals, right? This cannot be peoples, okay? Peoples is groups, okay? Okay. This is certainly true in Britain. There are some countries which may not have been attacked, like China. China was not attacked by foreigners as much. China has largely lived and managed to maintain their own culture, own identity. But India has not been so lucky. We have been invaded by so many different cultures, so many different peoples, right? And some of them didn't go back. They kind of lived here. So they became part of this land. Their culture became part of the culture which we call Indian culture today. So this is certainly true in Britain, where the Romans ruled for nearly 400 years. So what good have the Romans done for us? So what good have the Romans done for us? क्या अच्छा किया उन लोगों ने हमारे लिए? What good have the Romans done for us? Here, us means Indians.
No,
British.
British. Because we are studying British books.
Exactly. Romans built the first superhighways. Romans, people from Rome were Romans, Roman Empire. The capital was Rome. Okay. There is a saying, while in Rome, do what the Romans do. While in Rome, do
Rome.
what the Romans do. Have you heard this line? While in Rome, do what the Romans do. Means when you are in Rome, do what the Romans do. Now, this is a philosophy that when you are in a place, try to be in sync with other people in that place. Don't try to challenge them. Don't try to go against them. While in Rome, do what the Romans do. Okay, this came because the Romans back then, they didn't really want to see somebody. They were very strong force, you know. The Roman Empire was a huge, big empire, okay? Huge
Sir,
empire.
it also apply here in our environment where you sit, so you have to agree with them that they said, otherwise you will be
In trouble.
yeah, out of that place. You have
In,
to agree all the time that if they are telling they are wrong, you have to say they are wrong. Otherwise, you are not that part of.
yeah. Romans built the first superhighways for their armies. Superhighways. They built the first superhighways for their armies to move along quickly. They wanted their forces to move along quickly, and that's why their armies to move along quickly. That's why they built superhighways. It's easy to see which modern British roads have followed the 9,600 kilometers of old Roman roads. It's easy to see which modern British roads have followed. Followed means come after. Follow. Okay, when something follows, it comes after. Okay, tell me, or goes after. If you follow Mahatma Gandhi, it means Mahatma Gandhi did something and you are doing the same
Following.
thing. You're coming
Mm,
after, right?
yes.
So follow. Okay.
And here, what that follow means?
Come again.
Followed means? Here, there is written have followed the 9,600 kilometer. Here, what that followed means? I want to know that.
The meaning will come from the same thing, to come after, to go
Okay.
after. Okay. If I say my brother was born in 1978 and 2 years later I followed, what does it mean?
Come again.
You
My
came
brother
after.
was born in 1978, 2 years later I followed.
But I came after two in the world.
It means I was born, right?
Yeah, I was small.
Yes. Yes.
So to follow. So 9,600 kilometer of land was of road was built by
Roman.
Can you please scroll uh,
just a second. Give
this
me a second.
page?
Scroll it up a little bit. So
Nikhil, you're attending with two accounts.
Yeah, actually, you can I will leave within 5 minutes with one account. Actually, I'm outside and laptop is also on in my room.
Okay, okay, okay. I see, I see. And your voice was breaking up.
And
Let
he's
me tell
taking
you.
advantage of two things now.
When you read this, first superhighways for their armies, the Romans built to move along quickly. The purpose was clear. They did not make those superhighways for the convenience of the common people, their subject. No, they did it to move their armies more quickly. Okay. Now, it's easy to see which modern British roads have followed the 9,600 kilometers of old Roman roads. So how long was the road that they built total overall? What was the length of the road that they built, the Romans built?
9,600
9,600 kilometer.
9,600 kilometers, right?
kilometer.
That was
Yeah.
the highway they built. And after that, England, British roads were built after those 9,600 kilometers. So it's easy to see which modern British roads have followed the 9,600 kilometers of old Roman roads. They are long, wide, and incredibly straight. They are long, wide,
Wide
and
and
incredibly
incredibly
straight.
straight.
Later on, when Britain built those roads, they continued the same way. Take a look at this road here. How long, straight it is. Can you see? Long, wide, and incredibly straight.
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 Correct.
Incredibly
When
straight.
when
It's
you when you
it's
go
you know
to
if
Patna,
the road is straight, it's easy to get. It's quick to get there, na? It's quickly to get.
yes, exactly. Yeah,
You
it's
don't have to turn there
easy
and
to go fast.
slow
It's
down.
safer to go fast,
And I don't
honestly.
think in that road there are there were bumper and
Breaker.
anything. Yeah,
I'm sorry, you're mumbling. We cannot understand what you're saying, Shahid.
I said, yeah, sir. My voice is a little bit very sad today. I don't know why. So I said, there were no any bumper, in that road. Like bumper, sir. Take how
Oh, okay. I understand what you mean. Okay, bumpers. Okay, got it. Yeah, yeah.
because they
Speed
built
breakers.
that road for armies. So
You mean to say speed breakers? Okay.
yeah, sorry, speed
The
breaker.
more common term is speed breakers.
Hmm,
Okay.
I forgot.
So the Roman Empire contributed in many ways. They built roads as well there, okay? But to move their armies quickly, understand? Not to help the common people there. Global currency. The British said no to the euro in 1992. In 1992, a new coin, currency was, uh, created, euro.
Invented. Created.
Yeah, it was euro for the whole of Europe, okay, the European Union. But England said no, Britain said no, we don't want that. We will carry on with our pound. So the British said no to the euro in 1992, but they have had a global currency before. But they've had a global currency before. They might have said no to euro. They wanted to have their own currency, but they've had a global currency before. Global currency, you understand? A currency that people can use all over the world,
All
okay?
over
Or
the
at
world.
least in more than a couple of countries, a global currency. People could spend Roman coins all over Europe and in Turkey and North Africa too. People could spend Roman coins all over Europe and in Turkey and North Africa too. When? Perhaps when England was a superpower, maybe. Are you getting the idea here? Because
Yes,
sometimes I realize that these texts can be very confusing, not because of the English. It's just the subject matter. The British said no to the euro. Now you have no idea what euro is, so you get all lost. What is
yes,
euro? Euro
yes,
is a currency, right? Which is
yes, yes.
used not by one country. It is used by a group of countries called European Union. Germany, France, so many other countries, Italy, they all use euro today. But in 1992, when this idea was proposed, England, the Great Britain kept itself out. They said, no, we are part of the European Union, but we will not take the currency. We'll keep our own currency. All right. And now we cannot understand all these things in depth, why they did it, what was the repercussion, what was the point, why did, we can't, because for that you have to be an economist. You have to study economy, okay? And I haven't studied that. I can't explain. I know only those things that people, laymen know, like people who know only little, they will know. For example, if England keeps their currency separate, then their currency will not lose value unless something goes wrong with the British economy. But if they adopted euro, Okay, then their currency, euro currency, can lose its value even if other countries' economy suffered. So they were confident about their own currency, and that was a good decision because even today, pound is still a very strong currency. So, and when you are reading this line, but they have had a global currency before. भले 1992 में मना कर दिया नहीं चाहिए अपना करेंसी चलाना है, but they've had a global currency before. ऐसा रहा experience, right? And people could spend Roman coins all over Europe. Now, when? In 1992 or before in history?
Before
Before
1992.
1992 in history, right? Yeah, people
Yeah,
could
English.
spend Roman coins all over the all Roman coins. Roman coins. Can we see here Roman coins when it was part of the
Yeah.
Roman? They could use it all over, use the coins all over Europe and in Turkey and North Africa too, because Roman Empire was so huge. It covered all the areas of Europe, North Africa, Turkey, and newspaper. The first newspaper was created in 53 BC on the orders of Julius Caesar. It was actually a news stone, not newspaper. Paper is what is used because we have paper. It
Paper.
was actually a news stone because there was news, but it was not on paper, it was on stone. It was
On stone.
stone. And people could read copies of it in public places. Those stones were placed in public, people could read the news. Okay, this is the current news, this is the news. They would be perhaps changed, after a certain period. Whenever they
What
had
is
new news
40?
bulletins, they would place them there in the open.
What is that 53 BC?
What is the year today? 2023.
2023.
So when did the counting start?
I don't know, sir.
He says he doesn't know. Common
From
sense.
where?
Common sense.
200 years
2023 years ago.
ago.
2023 years ago, it was 1. Do you
So
understand
what
that,
was
Shahid?
that 53 BC?
Will you answer my question first?
Yes,
I
yes.
heard your question. Now I'm trying to explain that to you. So I'm saying today is 2023. So when did it all start counting?
From 1.
From 1, right? When was that 1?
You answered that question, so why you are asking the
2023 years
2023 years
ago. So 10 years before that was? 10 years before counting started was? Minus 10. 10 BC. That was 10 BC. Okay.
So that time they used BC, na?
No, they didn't use BC.
So why
We-
did they?
I'm
Okay, then why?
feeling-
Then if
I'm-
you want to, if you are explaining, then explain clearly.
I am feeling annoyed actually. You know why?
Why?
Because it's not about English. That's why I'm feeling a little annoyed. You see? But I'm gonna answer.
You
Okay,
have
think about it. Think about it. If I say 1990, okay? If I say 1990, how many years ago?
1990. 23 and 10, 33 years ago.
Right. So I can say, what was the year? How will you refer to that the year 2000 years ago? 2000 years ago. How will you refer to that year that was 2000 years ago?
23.
23. How
Yeah.
will you refer to the year 2050 years ago?
2050.
Yeah, minus 27, right? Minus 27, but you will not say minus. I know what you mathematics you're doing. So the answer will be minus 27. So we will say 27 BC. We will refer to that year as 27 BC. So when was
That's why I asked. Nah, I was confused.
when was Buddha born? Shahid,
I don't know.
anybody else? Siddharth, who was later known as Buddha. When was he born, guys? Anybody?
I think near 620 23
600 BC. Huh? 600 BC. It means
BC.
2600 years ago. Because 2000 years this time, since counting started, 600 BC, 600 more years, 2600 years ago, Buddha was born.
Even I don't know when was the Mahatma Gandhi born. I'm very good, bad, sorry.
Mahatma Gandhi, you don't know, that's not a big deal. Maybe it is a big deal if you're a student, but I would say as a grown-up person, you will realize that Mahatma Gandhi did not make such a big impact on the world as, Buddha did. Oh my goodness. Mahatma
Yeah, I
Gandhi
heard his
was a
name Buddha,
political
but I
leader.
don't know what he did. Yeah, I know, I heard his name, Buddha, but I don't know
Try
what
to
he did.
try to educate yourself on the matters related to the world that you're part of. Okay, especially the region where you live. Try to get some information about it so that you can make more informed decisions, comments when you participate in a discussion. Because ignorance doesn't help us when we are having a conversation.
Yes,
So the first newspaper was created in 53 BC. How many years ago? 2023 plus 53 means 2080 years ago. Right? 2023, since counting started. And
mm,
BC is called before Christ. Before Christ. For my students help, I say before counting started. BC, before counting started. Okay. Uh, by the way, everybody should know, which is obvious, but I don't know if you notice this before Christ. It means Jesus Christ was born
Yeah.
2023 years ago.
23 years ago.
Since his birth, counting started. The modern counting that we use, modern calendars. Which calendar is it called, guys? Do you know?
St-
I think Julius
I
Caesar
think
has
we are still using Roman calendar, I think.
Roman calendar. Julius Caesar, was the one who proposed this calendar, I think. And I think the name is also taken from Caesar or something, Julius Caesar. By the way, Julius Caesar is a very interesting character, guys. You can read about him, Julius Caesar. But, I mean, 2080 years ago when he was alive, the world was a different place. But the things he did back then are interesting things to learn. Okay, it was actually a news stone and people could read copies of it in public places. I feel really bad that I didn't know anything about these things when I was young. I would like to be a student again and read all these things again. I do, but I forget. I must tell you that I have
that's
watched
what I want.
huh?
That's what I want. I didn't study anything. I think when I think of thinking of this, then
I watched
thinking will become
videos about Julius Caesar, documentaries about him, but I don't remember because I watched them much, much later. See, when you learn something at age 40, then you tend to forget those things very quickly, especially information that is not part of your life and all. Central heating. The Romans didn't enjoy British winters. Okay, the Romans didn't enjoy British winters. A soldier's letter sent home from Hadrian's Wall asked for more socks and underpants to keep the cold out. A soldier's letter sent home from Hadrian's Wall asked for more socks. Now, when you read sentences like this, I really hope you understand what's written here. A soldier wrote a letter back then, right? And he sent this letter home from Hadrian's Wall. Okay, and you can in that letter, what was written? He asked for more socks.
Socks
He
and
sent that
More
underpants.
letter to his
socks.
family. He said, I need more socks and
Yeah.
underpants to keep the cold out because it was very cold. So he needed more socks and more underpants. Like
Underpants.
children staying in hostels write letters to their parents asking for more clothes, sometimes more, warm clothes. So similarly, a soldier's letter sent home from Hadrian's Wall asked for more socks and underpants to keep the cold out. So from that letter, they can maybe say that the Romans didn't enjoy British winters.
Winter.
However, life inside their villas was lovely and warm. But it was like outside, they didn't enjoy the weather. But once they were inside their villas here means buildings. They are,
Yes.
Buildings.
villas,
Yeah.
okay, a type of buildings. However, life inside their villas was lovely and warm. Some people will say, how is it villas was? Villas was not lovely. Life was lovely.
Life was
Life,
lovely.
life inside their villas was lovely. What was lovely?
Life.
Life was,
Life
which life? Life inside their villas was lovely and
inside their
warm.
villas.
Yeah. And we've taken the idea of underfloor central heating from them. We have taken the idea of underfloor central heating. Okay, in cold countries, they heat the floor, guys. They set such things under the floor that there is heat produced and the whole building remains warm. Because some countries there are in this world where the winter sees temperatures like -30, -40 degrees. -15 degrees can also be pretty cold, right?
Yeah,
So
somewhere
what do
in
they do?
Russia.
Yes, sorry, Sahid.
Somewhere in Russia, some.
Russia, Canada,
Mm,
Siberia,
yeah.
Europe, there are so many parts where you will see very, very bad cold. So you are absolutely unfamiliar with this concept. They put something, we make our floors with cement tiles and that's it. But they put heaters under the floor. Okay, and those heaters are turned on and then the whole floor gets heat up. Okay, and the heat will go into the air and the room will feel warm. So central heating, under floor central heating, this idea British have taken from the Romans. Okay, flushing toilets. Roman aqueducts brought fresh water into towns and cities. Roman aqueducts brought fresh water into towns and cities. Now, this was completely new in Britain. What was completely new in Britain?
Fresh
Roman
water.
aqueducts.
Roman aqueducts bringing fresh water into
Water
towns and cities.
in
This
cities.
idea, this concept was completely new in Britain. If you say aqueducts, then I won't accept because this is singular, right?
Yeah.
So this cannot refer to Roman aqueducts. This can refer to the whole statement. Please understand. Aqueducts is a plural noun. Does it sound like a plural noun or not? Roman aqueducts.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
Does
is
it sound like a
aqueduct?
plural noun? And here the sentence says this was completely new. So this cannot refer to aqueducts. This refers to the whole statement that Roman aqueducts brought fresh water into towns and cities. Now tell me, guys, in the past, when we didn't have motors, okay, then how did people in cities get their water supply? They had to go and bring the water from the rivers and wells,
Yes.
Yeah, rivers
right?
and wells.
Rivers and wells. So here the statement is Roman aqueducts brought fresh water into towns and cities. So suppose there was a river, okay, outside the city. So people will have to travel all the way to get the water, okay? Roman aqueducts, I would like to show you the photo, aqueducts. They changed the flow of the water in the direction they wanted. Roman aqueducts. I know when I have such themes which require a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of sophistication, I often struggle. You know, as long as I'm teaching English language, the English language with the themes that you guys find relatable, it's easy. But history, I mean, how much history have you studied? Very little. So many of you would find it difficult to take interest in these things. Take a look at this structure. Do you see this structure? Now,
Yes.
these structures were created to bridge type aqueducts, Roman aqueducts, a modern engineering. However, aqueducts refers to a system of pipes, ditches, canals, tunnels, and supporting structures used to convey water from its source to its main distribution point. So back then they didn't have pipe, they didn't have motors. So they created these structures that would change the direction of the water. That water would go in this direction and this way. I don't know much, but yes, that is what they created, Roman aqueducts. So this brought water to cities.
So
and towns.
aqueduct is the name of that bridge, na?
Yeah, the structure. Yes, exactly. Roman aqueducts brought fresh water into towns and cities. This was completely new in Britain. British people didn't know this technology back then. There was the amazing luxury of public baths. Once the water came, there was the amazing luxury of public baths. When the water was reaching to different buildings, people could enjoy having a bath together because now water was inside the city. Okay. There was the amazing luxury of public baths. Public baths, you understand? Luxury means enjoyment. Okay. Luxury has a meaning, you know, something that you don't need, but you have it and you like it. So that is luxury, like an AC, like a fridge is a luxury. Okay. A car is a luxury for some people. Suppose everything is available in 2 kilometers, 1 kilometer area, and you still have a car. Okay, so that car is what? Just a luxury. If everything is 15, 20, 30 kilometers away from your home, like the supermarket that you need is 15 kilometers from your home,
Then that
then
is
you'll have to travel 15 kilometers to buy your groceries. Then you need a car. Then that car is not a luxury.
luxury. That's
So
need.
for a lot of Americans, car is not a luxury. For a lot of Americans, cars are not an item of luxury. Why? Because America is such a widespread country with such a small population that everybody has to travel very long distances for small things. And that's why they need a car. Okay. There will be people who are homeless, but they have a car. Okay.
Bring that car, na?
There was this amazing luxury of public baths, even hot ones in the city of Bath. And there is a city called Bath. And why was it called Bath? Because there were so many public baths there that the name of the city was Bath. Okay. And they didn't only have the normal baths, they also had hot baths there. Hot public bath. Like what is Rajgir? Rajgir is a hot public bath. People have a bath together, right? In front of each other, public bath there, and it is hot water. So it is a hot public bath. And we have
Where did
certainly
that
learned
part?
the. Yes, Shahid?
And I really don't know where did that water come from?
The water from the river outside the
Yeah.
city?
In Rajgir, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's a mystery.
So even hot ones, ones means here?
Yes.
Ones means here? Even hot ones. Okay, if you want to understand a word, read the sentence from the beginning. There was the amazing luxury of public baths, even hot ones. Now tell me, ones
Public
means?
bath.
Bath, hot bath.
Yeah, public baths. Okay,
in the
even hot
public
public baths in the city of Bath. And we have certainly learned the importance of another use for this water system. And we have certainly learned the importance of another use for this water system. British people have learned another use. Okay, what is that? To flush away the sewage from toilets. Okay, to flush away the sewage from toilets. Okay, so okay, today we have this flush. Okay, you press a button and your toilet gets cleaned, right? Everybody knows
Yes.
this. So this is the problem when you don't study properly. और वो जो हम लोग maths, chemistry, physics में उलझे रहते हैं ना, we don't have the imagination. How many students who study maths, physics, chemistry actually become a scientist or they find a career in maths, physics, or chemistry? Very few. Very few. Most of them live a normal life, have a shop, do some business. What the problem with them? They wasted their golden time at school to understand this world a little better. This is why the government decided to give you freedom to choose subjects of your choice. Now you don't have to study maths, physics, chemistry. You can choose maths, you can choose arts, you can choose biology together. You can study all these things together now. You don't have to study a particular stream, science stream, commerce stream, arts stream. There is no stream anymore. You make your own choices, what things you want to study. People have interest, okay? And if they pursue their interest, it's better. So guys, when we go into the bathroom, do our business and flush the toilet and we come out, do we ever think कि आया कहाँ से होगा ये आइडिया? कभी नहीं सोचा, ठीक है? ये बता रहे हैं कि ये आइडिया वहीं से आया है. We have certainly learned the importance of another use for this water system. जो पानी अगर हमारे घर पे आता नहीं तो हम लोग कहाँ से ये चीज कर पाते, फ्लशिंग करने वाला का, ठीक है? पानी जो सप्लाई वाटर जो पहुंचता है तभी अगर इफ यू डोंट हैव सप्लाई वाटर इन योर हाउस, ओके, इट इज गोइंग टू बी नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल टू यूज flushes and all. So to flush away the sewage from toilets, I will teach you the words flush away. To flush away. Once a rat fell into my toilet and I flushed it away. Yeah, it died. Okay. Have you ever done that?
Why did you flush, sir? Why didn't you put your hand and keep that right out?
You couldn't think of it.
Nah, why did you flush away? I asked.
What else could I have done? It was jumping, trying to jump out. The water from the commode would have come all over the place. So I had to make a quick decision, and I decided to press the flush.
Why didn't you
And
close your
it
door
was
and
gone.
put your hand in it and
It was all decided within 1 or 2 seconds, I would say. I went into the toilet and lifted the commode lid, okay, and then I heard a sound. Something fell into the toilet, and then I saw a rat trying to jump out, and all this, happened within 1 or 2 seconds. And next thing I remember I did was flush it.
so why
Gone.
didn't you let him jump, sir?
Because it was gonna make the whole place dirty with the water coming out, and I
Perhaps
didn't
you
want
were
that.
scared.
Maybe Mukarram. That is also the
Then you are a murderer, sir.
When you made a quickly decision, it will happen in, sir, when you were scared or something. Otherwise, you will take your time.
Karma will take that place, karma will
Yeah,
you feel that.
one day I will fall in the toilet and the rat will flush the me
Then,
flush
no,
me
no,
away.
no, no. That is not the karma did. That is not karma is doing. It will become in different way.
Mhm.
Someday you will be in dam and some will open the dam gate. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, don't take it
No,
seriously.
yeah,
It's
why did you choose? No, you don't have to say this. Whatever karma. Not you did something wrong with him, and that will happen to you certainly. That is not karma.
That day when
Mm,
I am somewhere there, in a dam or somewhere, and somebody will open the door dams, and who will be the person doing that? That rat incarnated into a man, right? He will come back
Yes.
to take his
oh
revenge.
man, why did you go there?
What
Don't
imagination,
go
sir.
there, you know. That's not
I
means of karma, you know.
Oh my.
Karma
Why
is
didn't you why
nothing.
didn't you think this that you are not able to eat, you know, you are not able to walk, and somebody put your meal in the door, you know, near the door, or you are in the chair, so you have to get there. Meaning I don't know, you know, how can I say, sir, can you please like
Say it in Hindi, and I'm trying to explain it in English.
जैसे आप चूहा कैसे चल के जाता है, मतलब अपने पैर हाथ से, वैसे करके आपको खाना लेके जाना पड़ेगा, खाना लेने के, so that will be karma, you know. You don't karma,
I have done it already many
like
times.
you
Well, I think the
Visited my
person you
kitchen when
are like
you
you
did
don't
for
believe
you,
in
you know,
karma, right,
that
sir?
that time you did with your choice, na? It was your need that you have to get that food, and you have to mm, go there to get your food, you know? And that will karma, you know, be karma for you.
Okay. I
So
don't
why
think
don't you say
anybody
in
can.
English, sir, you know, रेंग के
Sorry.
जाना, रेंग के जाना, this English I didn't
Creep.
know.
We have learned the
Crawling.
word
Yeah,
creep.
creep, yep.
And what is crawling, sir?
Creep and crawl. Yep.
Yep.
Both.
Mm.
Creep and crawl. Both are the same. Crawl on your hands and legs. Okay. We have certainly learned the importance of another use for this water system to flush away the sewage. What is sewage? Sewage is,
Dirty things.
yeah, exactly, from toilets. Okay. The Romans created large towns, fast food, fast food. The Romans gave us fast food as well, guys. The Romans created large towns, okay? And the soldiers passing through them wanted quick and easy food to eat on the move. The Romans created large towns. Back then, they didn't need large towns, right? Because the population was so small, people lived in villages, right? Cities were created. The Romans created large towns, and the soldiers passing through from one town to another, passing through them, wanted quick and easy food to eat on the move. To eat on the move means to eat while they were, yeah,
While they were
to eat
walking.
on the move. The British began selling food from street stalls. The British began selling food from street stalls like this. Using new foods and recipes the Romans brought with them. And they were selling this food from street stalls. And what were they using? They were using foods and recipes the Romans brought with them. The minced meat patties with bread. The minced meat patties, perhaps you do not know patties. Patties are, I think you know patties. You might have eaten patties here in Bitus. Okay. So you have bread, and in between bread you have minced meat means meat broken down into small pieces, finely chopped. It's called minced meat. Minced meat means keema.
Keema,
All
sir.
right. The minced meat patties with bread and lettuce.
Who said keema?
It was
We all
nickel.
Okay.
we all know keema.
Why?
Nah.
He thought he is
He
only
I
one.
think I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no. It is
Nah,
a
nah, nah,
religion
nah.
thing. Okay.
So I thought
No, bro.
Mukarram, that's why I asked, you know.
How do he know? you know.
Yeah, keema is, we always eat keema, and keema is very favorite
These
part of.
are common in our.
Yeah, we can make kathal keema also. So that is totally vegetarian.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow,
you are right.
sounds good. But
The minced
Well,
meat
let
patties
it go.
with bread and lettuce sound very like our modern hamburgers. Sound very like our modern
modern
hamburgers.
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 Yep.
The minced meat patties with bread and lettuce sound very like our modern hamburgers. Think about it. So fast food that you have today, maybe, I don't know, but the book is saying that it all came from the Roman,
The
Empire, the
Roman.
Roman
Sir,
nation.
just yeah, the recipe and the recipes the Roman brought with them. It does
Uh-huh. Okay, good that you're asking me questions
that.
about the language. The British began selling food from street stalls. Okay, you can
Yes,
see the street stalls here in the photo, and the
yes,
Roman soldiers buying their food. Can you see the Roman soldier here buying their food from here?
yeah.
Now, these people who are selling the food, what did they use? They used new foods and recipes that the Romans brought with them. Okay. So when a people come live in your country, they bring their culture with them. They
Okay.
influence you as well, right? Again, I will say everything that we eat today, everything that we wear today, the jeans and the t-shirt that you are wearing today, where did it start? When did we start wearing shirt and pants like this, trousers like this? When did we all start wearing these clothes? Did we always wear them? Who
No,
brought
No,
them here to India? Who
British.
brought them here to
British.
India? The British brought them here to India.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why suit boot ki sarkar is still insulting, because India does not like suit boot. Majority of India don't wear suit boot because suit boot means British. Okay. Calendars. We have continued to use the Roman year with 365 days and a leap year every 4 years. We are following Roman calendar, guys. Okay. The months of July and August are a living reminder of the Roman Emperor Julius and Augustus. So there was Roman Emperor Julius. We have the month
And
July after his name. There was a king emperor called Augustus. We have August here.
August.
अब मुझे एक बात बताओ, जनवरी फरवरी ये सब जो नाम है ये कहाँ से आते हैं? From Roman calendar. Okay.
From Roman
Yes, we have Indianized those names. January becomes January, February becomes February, all right, for our convenience. But Indian calendar, old Indian calendar, what we call it, Vikram Sambat calendar. Okay. That doesn't use January, February. That uses months like Chat, Vaishak,
Asad, Sawan,
Sawan,
Di.
Bhadov.
Asin,
But again,
Bhado.
what is the relevance of this calendar today? What is the relevance of the calendar, Chat, Vaishak, Jethasar calendar? What is the relevance of this calendar today?
Are you talking about use?
Look, the problem is whenever I try to make any objective remark, people make it into an argument discussion and it is so difficult. मैं आपको knowledge देना चाहता हूँ लेकिन वो हो जाता है कि मैं किसी point of view को support कर रहा हूँ, फिर लोग झगड़ा करने लग जाएंगे मुझसे, बहस शुरू हो जाएगा, मैं नहीं बोलूंगा इसीलिए. But do you think
No,
any
no,
other calendar has any relevance left other than the Roman calendar? The whole
No,
world runs on the
the
Roman
whole
calendar.
Roman calendar. Yeah.
Why is that? Did anybody force us?
No.
We became independent. We could have if we had wanted, we could have gone back to our own calendar. But you know why we didn't? I'll tell you. if there is anybody here who is rather right wing about their religion, about their culture, I'm sorry. I
No,
don't want to
that's
get
not
into an argument with anybody. Okay.
true.
I'm just making some simple facts. Okay.
I don't see that, sir.
Because
You are
this calendar is the most convenient. Because this calendar is the most convenient.
Convenient.
Do you ever hear? Do you ever hear? 2 जुलाई हो गया. इस साल दो बार जुलाई आएगा. Do you ever
No,
hear कि इस बार 26 तारीख नहीं आएगा, 25 के बाद 27 आ जाएगा? These are
no.
strange things.
never.
You know what happened this year? We had 2 Savans,
Yeah,
right? We had 2 Savans this year. Can you trust a calendar that suddenly tells you that this year we will have 2 Savans? Can you expect that calendar to be accepted by the whole world? But there are people who will say this is the best, and they will
Bestest.
try to bring I know they will try to bring other aspects, other information to prove their point that how this calendar is not accurate, because it doesn't count it doesn't take into account some seconds, some minutes. All right, sir, but still it's working fine for the whole world for the last 2000 years.
You know, sir, proving
Convince
something, that
UPI.
is not right.
Sorry, Shahid.
Proving something that is not right, it takes lots of argument, and they will prove you, they will tell you, and they will try to convince you that I'm right, and they will, and there were lots of argument,
Who is this they?
there, sorry, there will be, if I'm proving something that is not right, that is, you have to, say lots of lie,
Who is this they?
They are talking about
they
the
are us,
who
sir.
will object on.
Shahid, who is this they?
Uh,
They are us.
Shahid, who is this they?
They are us.
why are you smiling, sir? Why are you smiling?
Because Shahid is the part of that day he is talking about. He is talking about himself and he doesn't realize it.
I said they are us. I'm not. Yeah, sir. What?
But we don't have that kind of calendar,
Yeah, we
sir. Like
don't
we
have
have.
that of calendar, sir. No,
Not,
no,
it's
I'm
not about
I'm not talking
calendar.
about only calendar. If you have to prove something that is not right, then it takes lots of argument, and they will try to convince you that whatever I'm saying that is right, and you don't have to make your statement and say anything.
Exactly. Look, most of these cultural calendars, their relevance is only to find their festivals. That's it. Okay, like you cannot find festivals which date the festival should be celebrated using a Roman calendar. You cannot. Okay, so the relevance is confined to the finding the dates of celebrations, festivals. That's all. But the rest of the world won't use any other calendar other than the Roman calendar because it's convenient. The way it tells you the date, it's so consistent. You will never have, yes, they have come up with very interesting calculations that some months will have 28 days, some 30 days, some months will have 31 days,
31 days.
365 days in 1 year, and 4 hours that 6 hours that they do not count. They put it all together and they make one leap year, 29 days in February. You see, so it's great. Now, I know, again, I have very small thing to say that it's very easy to call your own things the best without having any debate, knowledge. It's easy. It's called chauvinism. It makes you
You,
feel good calling
you
yourself
Chauvinism.
better.
I
Calling
don't
yourself
want.
better is called
It's simple, sir.
chauvinism.
I don't want to discuss that I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
But also that if I know something and you are telling me that this is right, and then I will argue. Whatever you will stop talking to me and anything. I can't stop myself, there where I know what is right and what is wrong. So
Right and
that's
wrong is
why
just
I have not right now.
right and wrong is just an opinion,
So
Shahid.
what is
One day you made a comment in the class without thinking about the women in the class that women should not go out of their houses. Remember
Yes.
yeah that
how
I'm still stuck here, sir.
how awful that was to say such a thing. The ladies in this group are
I said,
also
sir, but I also said that yeah, you can go, you can watch, you can go stadium, watch cricket match, but with all cover your face, when you're
awful
cover all,
awful thing to say. You are taking advantage of the fact that the women here are largely open-minded and big-hearted, that they did not shut you up.
sir,
If you had made
right
that
now.
comment in front of those women, they would have made you
Mhm.
feel bad for making that comment, you know?
Yes, sir, I will
if
take
if
that one.
if if the
I'm
girls start telling you, Shahid Afridi, that
yes,
boys should wear these clothes, where boys should not wear their undergarments, kind of stuff, or they should wear two undergarments, kind of stuff. How would you react to that? If girls start commenting about
sir,
how you should dress up?
I can say all the things. If girl is wearing a short dress, what the men's do?
Excuse me, we don't want to go down this road. I'm just asking you a question. If
Yes.
girls start deciding what you should wear, then how will you feel about that? So you are nobody to make that comment. I'm
But
still,
sir,
I'm still
there is one thing,
have,
I just want to say, you have to say, you have to say once that you don't have to do this. If they are not agree with, that's okay. You don't have to force them that you have to do this. You have to say once that this is
that is
wrong and you don't have to do this.
that
And
is
after
that
that,
is
if they
again
are not agree with you, that's okay. In what is written,
fine.
that I'm only saying,
Again, written and written.
sir, in
Where this
now.
is this is the
Sir,
problem. You
sir,
not please
if girls
talk
start
about
doing this
something
thing,
This is,
from a secular
sir, this.
perspective. Can you ever, Shahid Afridi, I sometimes get tired of this. Can we sometimes say
Hmm.
something from a secular perspective, something that everybody will agree with? Someone who does not subscribe to your point of view or your belief system can also agree
And
to
I,
something. Can you say that?
sir, if my wife is
Hold
not
on,
agree with
Shahid,
me,
hold
that,
on. Let,
okay, go on.
this is not right, Shahid. You should understand that. This is called forcing your opinion on people. Please understand
I
that.
don't, I tell, I told you in the beginning, sir, I don't have to force them that you have to wear. I have to only say once that you don't have to do this. If they are
Why
not
did you
sir,
agree,
bring
that's
this
okay.
line? Excuse me. Why did you bring this line? That I just said what is written. Why did you say this line? Because what is written doesn't matter
Yes,
to
sir,
the rest
this
of the
is
world,
right,
no?
sir. If you will think this way, if you are wearing a comfortable suit, and that is much better than that jeans and top.
Can you be a little practical and open-minded just to talk from a secular perspective where religion is not in the picture? Are you
Okay,
capable of
okay,
making
okay, okay,
everyone?
okay, 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 okay. Don't talk about religion. So what is your point?
You brought it up. You brought it
Okay,
up.
I forget all the. I'm don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. This is what is your thing, sir?
My thinking here,
Sir,
I'm
why?
telling you,
I just want to know. You are
sir,
beautiful. I know you are beautiful with your natural face. Why did you?
Now you are doing so many
Why they
things,
did put
Shahid.
the all the
Just
makeup to
stop.
attract boys, or only that is the only sir, concern to attract boys. I can say all
No,
bro.
okay,
come
okay,
on,
Mukarram,
You
you
Shahid.
have.
mute yourself because I can't hear Shahid Afridi very clearly, whatever he's saying. Imran, please mute, let him speak alone. Yes, Shahid.
And I'm saying, sir, that why they are wearing makeup, and to attract boys, and once they
Shut up right
okay.
now. This is absolutely obnoxious. Yeah, you can make that joke as a friend, okay, with a girl. But in a class, when you say such a thing, where there is a girl, Neha, who doesn't know you at all, I can be held responsible for letting you say such a thing. That how sir, you are not doing your job properly. You're letting a guy make such a comment, insulting comment. That is called a sexist comment. The world is not
Sir,
Bihar
you know,
Sharif. The world doesn't
sir,
want to hear such a thing anymore.
I know something about the world. You know what's going on.
You are allowed to have your personal opinion, but you cannot express such opinion
Sir,
which
you
are
know, sir, the
which
thing
are
is, I'm not telling
objectionable
anyone to
and
follow my things. You know
insulting.
what I'm saying? I'm not
You
insulting
can't
anyone.
even
The
say
first,
that. Hi Saab, I have an opinion. I say that all the guys named Shahid Afridi should be killed on the road. Now, it is just my opinion. I don't want anybody to follow it. How about that? But I will say it.
I know you want to kill me. Yeah, that's it.
No, just think about it. Just think about it. Is it okay? I use the same. What you're saying is disrespectful to a group of people. Those who wear makeup are women, and we have a couple of women here. They wear makeup, and it is their right. You don't like it. You can choose
Sir,
a woman who doesn't wear makeup, but in public, you cannot make a comment like that. Shahid Afridi, trust me, you are making yourself unfit for a bigger stage.
yeah, I don't.
Otherwise, you will become one of those
I
misogynistic
said
people
only
like.
one line. Sir, don't say anything because nowadays Shahid is more mature than earlier.
I couldn't understand Imran. He's more
He
mature,
said that
less
now
mature.
I'm matured, and earlier I was immature.
Yes.
Why do you think this?
Okay.
Because
So
you didn't get the point.
now, please, guys, I just want to make a small request to all of you. Okay. When you open your mouth, when you make a comment, make sure that you do not hurt anybody's
I
sentiments.
don't want to hurt anyone, sir. Sir, the first thing, it's a
You
bad
hurt
feeling.
and
If
you
I
don't
hurt
want to
someone,
How do
hurt.
they
if I
know
hurt
you don't
someone,
want
if
to
I hurt
hurt?
You
someone,
always hurt
I feel
everyone,
really
and you
bad.
said you don't want to hurt everyone.
If I don't know if
Yeah.
they are a stranger, even I don't want to hurt them with my words.
Shahid,
And
saying that women
I'm
should
just
stay at home,
stating the
they should
fact.
go out when they're fully covered.
Huh.
Okay, Shahid, saying
Yeah.
that women should stay at home, women should go out when they're fully covered, they should
Yeah.
not wear a makeup. This is
No,
a
no.
point
Sir,
of
yeah. Sir, you wear your makeup in the nakab then.
This is a point of view. Hello, hold on. This is a point of view of a small radical group of people. Okay,
You
it is
can say
not the
anything.
it is not the opinion of the world. It is not the opinion of majority.
But I'm
Okay,
talking
majority in the
about,
world.
sir,
It's
what?
a small fraction that agree with that kind of thinking. They are called misogynistic people today.
Let me tell you something,
You
sir.
are, if you are proud
I'm
to be
not talking about
misogynistic,
here Rakhi, Neha, and and what else? Gudiya. You can think what I'm saying. Yes, you are very sensible.
no. You are again taking. Can you not think without going down the religious line for 1 minute, for at least 90 minutes in this class? Can you not think secularly and talk secularly, in a secular way for 90 minutes? Do you have to always bring religion in everything you say and do? Do you have to? Is it really necessary? And again, when you do that, Shahid Afridi, then you should understand that if everybody started doing it, how this would look. It would look really bad. A class is a secular place.
I really
You
don't wanted to
cannot mention your
argument.
religious
I
beliefs
really
here.
don't wanted to, argument, sir.
That's what I'm saying, Shahid. Religious beliefs are private matters. Okay, you cannot say it out loud like this here in the class.
But it's just
That's
my opinion, sir. If you want to take that, it's okay. And if
Again,
you
your opinion is not your individual opinion. It's an opinion which is inspired by your religion. That's why you should keep it to yourself. That's what I'm saying.
sir, what is wrong
If
in them?
Every word and
Okay.
every line.
What is
Shahid
wrong in them? I
Afridi.
just want to know. What
Shahid
if you
Afridi.
wear?
Shahid Afridi, you don't understand, and I know I can't educate you because listen. You are a product of your surroundings, your environment. Okay, everybody
Yes,
is.
yes.
The
Okay,
kind of
okay.
things you have been hearing all your childhood, all your life, those things have an impact on the way you think. There are people whose name will be Shahid Afridi and they will totally disagree with you. Okay, so please don't tell me. All I'm saying that this is a belief of a small group of people, and because you want to make it sound like it is from your religion, if it was about your
Sir,
religion,
but I
Shahid,
don't see anything wrong there,
you don't see anything wrong because you have been hearing such things only. Like you do not know who Buddha is. Okay, so what can I say? You don't know who Buddha was. What can I say? It's your problem that you have only kept yourself limited to a certain source of information and you think along that line. You have a right to have that opinion, Shahid. Again and again I'm saying, but you cannot express that opinion that is objectionable to people. It is not about, you can't differentiate in my class between Imrana and Neha. Imrana and Neha are both girls in this class. You can't call Imrana a Muslim girl and Neha a Hindu girl in the class.
No,
It's
I'm
not
not
okay.
saying like that, sir.
You did say that it is not for Rakhi, it is not for Gudiya, it is not for Neha. You said that. That's what I'm saying.
But
It is for everybody. What we will say here for girls
you
will
know,
be for everybody. What we will say for boys will be for
sir,
everybody.
you
Shahid Afridi,
distracted
please
me, sir.
learn. Religion is a private matter. Okay, your faith, your opinion, religious opinions are your private matter. You cannot make it public, and if you do that, there will be consequences as well. That's my point. Please understand that. Okay, because the whole world does not subscribe to your point of view, your
And I
faith, your
don't
religious.
want them to subscribe, sir,
Subscribe to means what? Subscribe to means they do not agree with that.
Because I don't. Yes, yes, yes.
Another thing is, another thing is that even those who are in your religion disagree with you.
So I will be okay with that, sir, if they are, they are not agree
So
with me,
why do you want to say something controversial in the class? Tell me.
Sir, I'm
When you
saying.
know all these things, then why do you want to say something controversial in the class? Please tell me. You think about it. If we had another Shahid Afridi here, okay,
Yeah.
and if he had a something similar but on the other side, okay, and he said something, how would you feel? You would say keep your opinion to yourself. You would say that, he would say it's just my opinion. Yes, I
Whatever you
understand you're
said, I
not.
accepted. Whatever you said, I accepted. No, it's right for you, but not for me. But I accepted. So why don't you accept what I'm saying, sir? Just accept. You don't have to follow. Because I don't know anything that you said, and I accept that sir is saying he's right. And
Okay, so let's end it saying this, that
Mhm.
Shahid Afridi believes that women should not go out. Women should not wear clothes that show their skin at all. They should be covered, and they
and
should
it
not wear makeup.
no,
Shahid
not
Afridi believes this.
sir, but wear makeup, but not with not any intention, that
I have nothing to say. This guy has exasperated me. He's saying with the intention, like कौन सा मेकअप आता है जो बोलता है ये बिना इंटेंशन वाला, ये इंटेंशन वाला, ऐसा कोई मेकअप आता है भाई?
nah, sir, it's your intention that you are wearing makeup for boys and anything, I'm just
बाप रे
saying this,
बाप।
wear makeup,
ओह,
do anything.
भाई
And
मेरी
how
बात
do you
सुन,
know, Sai?
मेरी बात सुन ले भाई शाहिद,
Because
तू
of the flood,
Sir,
कुएं से बाहर आ जा भाई, कुएं से बाहर आ जा। लड़कियों को मेकअप लगाने
sir,
की जरूरत
if
नहीं है।
girls,
वो एक
sir,
sir,
टेक्स्ट
if girls
करेंगे ना,
do,
नहीं, एक टेक्स्ट करेंगे ना, 1000 शाहिद अफरीदी लाइन पे खड़े हो जाते हैं भाई। उनको मेकअप करने की जरूरत नहीं है तेरा टेंशन लेने के लिए। ठीक है, तू रिलैक्स कर। कहाँ कौन से गलत पड़ा बैठा है ये लड़का? अरे वो एक मैसेज करेंगे ना, एक मैसेज हाई करके
but I am
स्टेटस में
not in
डाल
that
देंगे
list, sir.
तो 400 लोग मैसेज कर देंगे उनको। ठीक है,
Yes, Sai.
लड़कियां इतनी डिमांड में हैं, टेंशन ना ले। जहां पर हम लोग हैं वहां लड़कियां बहुत डिमांड में हैं। ठीक है। वो
sir,
न्यूयॉर्क में
if girls,
लड़कियों को
sir,
टेंशन
if
लेना
girls
पड़ता है
said
डेटिंग
don't do
करने
this,
के
sir,
लिए।
sir, if girls said don't do this thing, don't wear this thing, तो boys said मैं अपने बाप माँ का बात ही नहीं मानता, तुम्हारा कैसे सुन लूंगा? and and girls
लड़का लड़की
Now
का
she
झगड़ा
is
चल सकता
targeting
है
me,
क्या
you know.
सर?
always follow
Now
the
she is
boys'
targeting.
rule.
She is
Don't
only
wear
targeting
this,
me here,
don't
you know.
wear that.
There is no one. There is
I
no
don't
one that he is
target
targeting.
you.
Yeah,
Imrana,
okay, you go.
Imrana, it is not about girls versus boys here. That is a
Yeah.
friendly conversation joke
But
you guys
it,
can carry on.
Sir,
but
But
it
in
is
a
a natural
classroom,
word.
it is very important that we do not insinuate something that is not secular, as I'm saying. Okay, you are sitting here, Shahid Afridi. If you were sitting in a class with 10 girls from 10 different countries, 2 girls from Turkey wearing short skirts, okay, and you said that line, they would not accept it.
sir, you know, sir,
Okay, they
you.
would say, you shut up. And
Why are you
some in some
bringing this?
cases,
You know, I said
you are
I will be okay with that if they are not agree with me. I don't force them to do this and do that. You know, this is not my thing. You know, sir. I
do you know what is called being
in
boycotted?
first I
Do you
said,
know
you know.
what it is
Maybe
like
your
being
wife
boycotted?
agree
You are
with your
very lucky.
decision.
You are very lucky. You must understand that the world has changed, and there are certain things which are not considered okay. Watch Karan Johar's last episode with Rani Mukherjee and Kajol, and he is explaining so defensively his first movie, Kaho Na Pyar, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. That was his first movie. Was the big blockbuster. He is defending that film so meekly. Even Kajol says many times, yeah, you don't need to be so defensive. The film was a big hit. It was made 25 years ago. Okay, don't worry, because the film was politically incorrect from today's standards. Politically incorrect from today's standards. So he was defending. So all I'm saying that भाई अपनी
Yes,
opinions
sorry,
कुछ
sorry if
लोगों पे
you know, sir. I'm saying sorry
because
if I.
फिर क्लैश आएगा, फिर सामने वाला अगर कोई बोल दे पलट के उसी तरीके से, ठीक है ना, तो ज्यादा मामला खराब हो जाएगा भाई,
No,
नहीं
no,
बोल
sir.
रहा हूँ.
I'll be okay with that. You know, I will be. I'll not fight. You know, don't worry about it. I'll not fight.
If you
You
have
know,
problem, then
because you know, if
why don't you wear burqa?
you, oh man, it's
Sir,
not okay. Let it. Sir, it's
it's
Hey,
already
7:33,
7:30.
sir.
And sorry, Neha, Guliya, Rakhi, and anyone that if I hurt you, you know, I don't want to
अरे
hurt
रे रे
anyone.
अरे
इमराना
इमराना,
रुकैया और
इमराना,
यही तो प्रॉब्लम
I
है.
did not
इमराना
Sir,
रुकैया
fight
you
और
know, sir,
सबा को
Imrana.
क्यों नहीं बोले?
you know, I'm saying, and you just you
He
interrupted
never
me.
said sorry to me.
You you interrupted me. I wanted to name, you know,
No.
or Nikhil, bro, really, Rukhaya, Imrana, and anyone, you know, let me check first. Neha,
Let me
Yeah,
check.
yeah, Imrana, okay. Sorry to all
Afridi,
if I hurt you. Do
What you
anything you
did
want, you know.
today, it was
You
full of
don't wear
pressure, sir.
burqa, put makeup, do anything you want, you know. Sorry to all. I will not